In this tip, I'm talking about how to cure your chicken wing. So I've had this video for, about a year or so. I've been wanting to post this because this is like the extreme version of somebody doing a chicken wing. All right, gentleman works at the golf course here. I asked him if I could shoot a video of his swing just so that you can see it. All right, now when somebody does something to the extreme, it's quite obvious what is happening. All right, you'll see in a second. Once you see his swing, you will understand that a chicken wing is caused because your wrists are too tight. All right, so let's take a look at his swing. All right, you see that? Is that not obvious that his wrists are absolutely locked? He is trying to hammer that ball so unbelievably hard. His arm muscles are contracting. Everything is locked. All right, so I have been saying this for years and years and years. A chicken wing is caused because your wrists are too tight. Who does a chicken wing? Almost every single golfer that started as an adult. All right, that is because there is an object sitting there. Your brain is saying, I'm gonna hit that ball as hard as I can. Harder I hit it, farther it's gonna go. True, but there's a better way to do it. It goes way farther, way straighter, and you're not hitting anything at all. You are actually super loose in your wrists. You're not hitting anything. So how are you actually hitting a ball? You're hitting a ball with your legs and hips, or with your body. You're going to coil this way, set the hinge, and then uncoil with your lower body. That creates that release, all right, which gives you a ton of club head speed. All right, so you've got to unlock your wrists if you are doing a chicken wing. Now, if you don't know if you have a chicken wing or not, why don't you video your golf swing? All right, I'm telling you, that chicken wing is really holding you back. Like if I videoed my swing on my phone and I saw I had a chicken wing, first off, I'd be disgusted because that just looks absolutely terrible. Then I would become obsessed with trying to get rid of a chicken wing. All right? Because that, I'm not kidding, that is costing you massive distance and, consistency. Because what happens is when you do a chicken wing, you're coming in like this, and the lead arm is buckling. When this buckles, the grip falls behind the head. So if I have a golf club like that and the grip falls behind the head, what happens to the face? Well, you add loft to your golf club, right? So if that says 7 on the bottom, you're not even hitting a 7-iron. If you do it 4 degrees, a tick on a clock is 6 degrees, so not even 1 tick on a clock, you're hitting an 8-iron. 8 degrees, you're hitting a 9-iron. And people wonder why they're hitting their 7-iron like 120, 130 yards. Yeah, because you're not even hitting a 7-iron. You're hitting a 9-iron. You got to get rid of the chicken wing. That will allow the golf club to come in like this, okay, like this, where the hands are slightly ahead of the face, which is de-lofting your golf club, instead of the hands being behind, where you're adding loft. All right, it's like that alone. If you were hitting a 7-iron, let's say 130, right? And I got you to just at least start loosening up. You are now hitting a 7-iron 150 yards. That's 2 clubs, and all I did was loosen you up. Okay, so your hands aren't falling behind. All right, like that alone. Imagine, that would be you hitting 2 clubs less into every green. You know how your scores would drop if you did that? Yeah. So now we get up to the top of the backswing. You can see his wrists are fully hinged. There's less of a gap between his elbows. So that's a better set position. Now when he comes down, there is the difference. So there we are just after he's hit the golf ball. See the loft on his club on the left, and then see how he's de-lofting it on the right. Both arms are pretty much straight. Now you can see the huge difference at 3/4 through. Back arm is perfectly extended. And then he goes into his follow through. So become obsessed with fixing a chicken wing. You know, like this is one of the major flaws in a golf swing. I post tips on how to fix it, and you know, they don't, like, everybody doesn't watch it. It's like, really? Like, why don't you fix the chicken wing? Like I said, I would become obsessed with it. So how are we going to do that? Well, like I said, you got to loosen up. All right, so I'd be doing things like this: hinging and rehinging. Hinge, rehinge. See how I'm doing that in my wrists? 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle, 90, 90. Over and over and over and over. Do my grip down drill. Grip down until a finger touches the shaft right here. Now you have an indicator. You can see it right there. Boom, right there, right there, right there. See how it's crossing over? I'm doing that in my wrists. I am unlocking my wrists to do it. All right, that will give you like so much more club head speed. Plus, it will de-loft your golf club. So then you will hit it way, way, way longer, okay? But you gotta do a little bit of work. So how do you do it? Well, you can come out to the range and work on it here, but why would you not be all over doing this stuff at home? Just in practice swings every night. Sit there for a month, hinge, rehinge, hinge, rehinge, over and over and over and over until your chicken wing is gone. How do you know it's gone? Because you're gonna video your swing again and take a look at it. Every phone has a camera on it. Why would you not be videoing your swing to check if your chicken wing's gone? Plus you'll know anyway, because you're gonna hit it like, oh my God, 1, 2, 3 clubs longer. Driver, you'll probably be hitting that like 30 to 50 yards longer. All right, because now you're doing it with looseness. You're not doing it with physical strength that locks you up. Plus, when you do a chicken wing, your arc gets narrower. Stretch it out, that's a wider arc than that. So that is going to swing faster. See what I mean? Like, there's just so many advantages to getting rid of that chicken wing. So, like I said, get obsessed with it. It's because your wrists are locked. I know this for a fact because I have fixed countless golfers' chicken wings. From chicken wing to 0, literally within about 10 or 15 minutes. I just unlocked their wrists. And sure enough, no chicken wing anymore. But you gotta do it a little differently, all right? So make sure you're really working on that, okay? Video your swing first. See if you're doing any kind of chicken wing. Then let's start to get rid of it, all right? So, you know, when you go to hit your shots like this, hit your shot, hold your swing, or freeze your swing at impact. If you look like this, okay, you're doing a chicken wing. So become obsessed with getting rid of it. Get rid of it, your whole game will change. Your game will become way easier, and, you know, you will have it for life. I truly hope you've enjoyed this tip. You know, I've been teaching a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing now since 1991. If you'd like to learn this type of swing, then click on this link right here, or click the link in the description below, and I'll send you some free samples of my body swing book and video series that take you step by step by step through how to build a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing.